Signs it is time to let her go. Now you're in a relationship with a lady and then you're seeing the signs, then it is time to walk away and let her go. Remember, it is called a relationship. A relationship is just like when you're examining something, whether it's going to work or not. Now you're going towards this direction and you notice that there is no road there. The best you can do for yourself is to divert and go through another direction. Whenever you're in a relationship with a woman and you start seeing the signs, then it is time to walk away and let her go. Number one is if you notice that you're always making excuses for her. Now you know that this lady's attitude is not good. People around are complaining, this woman character bad though. If you marry this woman, you will regret her or leave this lady. You yourself, you're seeing it. You've spoken to her several times and she's not willing to change. It is time to walk away, because if you marry that kind lady, you go regret am. Now, I'm not saying that we are all perfect. Of course, every one of us, we have flaws. Everybody have their own mistakes. But once that mistake has gotten to the point where you have to take it upon yourself, you saw it as a duty to be covering up for her because you felt you don't want to lose her, you don't want to be alone, you don't want to start afresh. You start covering up her mistakes. Then it's no longer a mistake, is a red flag. You need to walk away and let her go. Secondly, is that you notice that you're never happy around her. Anytime she comes around you, you feel unhappy. Remember that time when the both of you started? You started so well. You can talk for hours. You can talk from now till tomorrow. You were so happy. But all of a sudden, she started showing you negative attitude, provoking you in everything. Anytime she comes around you, she leaves you differently. Anytime she meets you happy, she makes sure to leave you unhappy. Now you notice that you're never happy anytime this lady comes around. You're pretending when you won't pretend rich. Marriage is everlasting something, except you want to break out of marriage on the way. But if you want to remain happy in that marriage, because marriage has its own stress, so you don't need somebody that will come and add to that your stress. Family pressure, like family responsibility, is a stress on its own. You don't need somebody that you go and come back and the person will make you sad. Maybe you were even angry before you came back and she had to add to the anger. So you don't need such person in your life. If you notice in relationship that this lady doesn't make you happy, walk away and let her go if you ever want to be happy in marriage. The third one is that you notice that the both of you are having different perspective. Now, this is why it is very important to ask questions. Don't just jump into marriage. Ask questions. If you must not ask all the questions in one day, you can be throwing it one after the other. Ask that question to know if the both of you are really going towards the same direction. Because I've said this thing before, when you marry somebody that you're not having the same perspective with, it's just as though you're in a car, one car with the person, but going towards different direction. Now, when you marry somebody that is not having the same perspective with you, the both of you will never agree on anything. I'm not saying you must have one goal and the same goal and the same aspirations. No, but once it comes to important matters, the both of you must agree together. Now, you are in a relationship with a woman, and once it comes to important matters, she will always disagree with you. The both of you must have loggerhead. Then there is no point. You need to walk away and find somebody that will agree with you on important matter if you ever want to record progress in your marriage. So the fourth one is that you notice that she never appreciates you and she's always criticizing you. She knows that you're putting in effort, you're putting in your best, but she can never say thank you to you, whether by words or by action. Because even if she's not saying it with her mouth, there's something she should be doing to show you that she really appreciates the effort you're making. But she never does that. She's just there like, no matter what you do, she didn't see it as anything. And on top of that, she's criticizing you. Anything she knows you like doing, she will criticize that thing. This thing she knows makes you happy, she will criticize it and make you angry. So there is no point. Once you notice this thing in a woman you're still in a relationship with, my brother, now test be that. Oh, now test, you still the test her. You never even start to write exam. So you need to not even write that exam. Just quit it immediately. Let her go. Walk away from such relationship if you ever want to be a fulfilled man in your marriage.